Game up. First to 2 goes into the winner bracket final versus Happy. We are starting on Twisted Meadows. We got FoCuS on the upper right hand side. We got 40 on the bottom left hand side. And what are the adjustments? We have seen attempts to go Mountain King here on this map. And they all failed from my perspective. Will we get another winner bracket final like in the group stage between 40 and Happy? That's what's on the line. And then will they clash again in a possible grand final, or does Happy have to go toe to toe with an incredible FoCuS? Mountain King again. This must be working on ladder. But in tournaments, I've not seen it to be too impressive. Against Soen it was, when 40 played it in the group stage. But it's such a liability. Both players need to be ready here. These creeps are tough. Can't mess it up, otherwise your game is pretty much ruined from the get-go. And FoCuS, what road is he gonna choose? Soen was a bit hesitant. Creeping relatively late. No, harassing relatively late, creeping early. And it's the same for FoCuS here, but with a bigger spot than the green. He looked razor sharp. Is this finally an offline event where FoCuS can perform throughout all days, as today is the last day? This creep looks fine, especially with FoCuS on the opposite side of the map. More armor, always appreciated. Stonebolt ready. Bash unlocked. Okay, so we are giving 40 the time. This matchup here, human versus orc, the last big hurdle. If he can overcome this, he can win every tournament. He won WSB already. Can he win a tier 1 tournament as well?
Players' forces are under attack.
Wolves are scouting. FoCuS is maneuvering himself into a position. There was no mercenary camp access at the moment due to the starting positions at the shop. But if you lure the creeps away, there's still a chance. What's he going for? Shadow Priest for healing or Berserker for damage? Berserker for damage. And with that, it's a creep. Wow. FoCuS being very tame. Shadow Priest attempt by Fortitude, but immediately sniped. On the cost of mana, of course, but good progress. Mountain King ready to party. Nobody is allowed to have any mercenaries here. Chain Lightning on the Shadow Priest. Stormbolt on the Burzy. Oh, dodges the bolt. It was scary. And the Grunt dead as well. FoCuS with, again, a rather sloppy early game. Or early map. Grunt down, Berserker down. Expo untouched. And the town portal gone. I feel like 40 is in a prime position. Plus the damage here as well. Can't help but feel
Players' forces are under attack.
that you gotta be aggressive. Now you got an MK on level 3. Expo is almost up. And what's supposed to stop you then? Full control. 40 didn't leave China to be a tourist. He said in the interview he wanted to see the 7-star hotel, etc. But he's here for gaming, not for sightseeing.
A player's forces are under attack.
And FoCuS has a Hercules task ahead of him. Down a base, tech should even out soon. He has a TC now, and will he decide to creep once again? Looks like a counter expansion. But especially with the mercenary camp in between the bases, you can always reinforce, poke into the base. And we all know that orc bases are rather fragile. 40 has a little bit of a wrong read, expecting FoCuS to go to the north when he's sidestepping to the south. Thank you, Ryan L. of Mauler, for the 6 months. Yo, Neo, my dude, thank you for being so awesome, less than 3. My pleasure. Thank you for the kind words. No water elemental or fireball support, but maybe just footmen are enough. FoCuS game is a catastrophe. So one-sided. Town portal out now before losing too many foods. But damage done. FoCuS can't build higher than 36. That is the cleanest affair.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he will soon be tier 2. Very soon.
A player's forces are under attack.
Invis MK. Look at this chat. Torgas and his broadaxe is here to wreak havoc. 8 minutes 30. Time for a second hero for Fortitude soon. Always a little rougher to poke at this expansion with the Mountain King, as he's not that good against buildings. But there's also no real need to push anything, right? TC is a threat. Didn't decide yet if Shockwave or Stomp. Everything's possible.
A player's forces are under attack.
Damn, this is the most passive game so far of the entire tournament, isn't it? Respectable that FoCuS brought it back onto a somewhat even level, especially with the TC. Ooh, 2.9.
Are under attack.
But okay, if you can't kill the buildings, just kill the worker. Mountain King has no staff. Archmage is here now. This is such an odd game. And FoCuS also decides to poke into the main. Are you really walking back this MK? He's killing peons. He's shutting down that expo like FoCuS versus Night Elf usually. But of course, he would love to have that hammer in the fights. What's going on?
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm so lost. Okay, he shut that down for a long time, gathering an army, all safe in the back of the base. No significant damage done, except that 40 is supply blocked. Militia call now being greeted by a shockwave. Is that the right call? 40's farms are finishing at the export deep into his base. Mountain King made his way back. And Footy's coming from the left-hand side. Okay, all collapsing on FoCuS, who has a town portal. Archmage in trouble, wiped immediately with only level 1. We have no clap here, and it feels like after an almost perfect early game, 40 is in a bit of trouble, has 800 gold, can rebuild now, and a good mass of humans is able to deal with this. But then we have an even game. Then we have an even game. Oh, TC, he's not allowed to fall. With Bash, you always gotta respect this. Always calculate in the fact that it's possible to get bashed here. Shu now on the fast there. Can he get the heroes out? Oh, can he pass something? Last second again. If he gets the bash, he dead. Exit kill on the radar. And as the dust settles, we're at 2 base, tier 2, 50 food. At 40, I think. Oh, he lost the altar. Yo, Archmage levels are for sure a liability. He is not a factor in this game at all. And FoCuS is back in the game. Due to that roaming MK without a staff. You gotta get out there now, brother. Shockwave for the double kill. Takes a priest too. Good re-engagement. 40, 1,000 gold. Spend your gold. This was a lot about shop control. 40 had has level 5 now. And a heal scroll and the flute. This is obviously good. We have consumables on the other side as well. Very competitive now. FoCuS is scouting. Did you expand again? You got so little. How do you have so little? One at that level 4-4. Chain Lightning 2, huge upgrade. Chain Wave in general. I feel like one heal scroll isn't enough. But FoCuS is contesting the map. Controlling the map. Oh, 40, you had the best cards in your hand, but probably didn't play it right. Shredder in the mix, though. And a huge lockdown. Archmage finally back. He needs resources ASAP. Sound desync? I don't think there's anything I can do right now. I'll try to fix it for the next map. Mountain King needs clap. Yo, here we go. Okay, whole different game now. Whole different game now. With clap in the mix. Now both need all the heal scrolls they can get. And 40 is spending his gold. Not on 1k anymore. Flute, claw, TP. Okay, inventories are looking grand. Will this low-level Brilliance Aura maybe bite 40? I guess that's what the Mana Potion is for. Subi Mask on the Farseer, Mana Potion on the TC. We're approaching level 5s. All 4 heroes are weapons of mass destruction. 40 decides still to go for Water Elementals for more piercing damage. Open Battleground now. Speed Scroll, engagement. FoCuS is ready. Chain Wave. And, oh my god, he's going for the Farseer just like that! Info Potion and save. No bash, no more. It is level 3 clap, but the clap doesn't connect. Hero focus, maybe the wrong skill build for that. And FoCuS taking a grand fight. Backline wiped out, no more casters. But this was the fight for the rat spot.
A player's forces are under
Weird choice to retrain to clap and then still go for the hero focus. He saw a weakness there somehow. But FoCuS levels are scary. Double heal scroll now for FoCuS. Love the way he plays it. Katka's Gem of Health on an Archmage. Sweet. Could build an ultra tank with that MK, but I think he's tanky enough. Give it to the weaker hero. Level 3. MK doesn't scale well. TC3. 40 you need heal scrolls. Lack of heal scrolls will kill your game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just a scout. First map on the line here. 5 and 3 versus 5 and 5. And triple heal scroll. I don't think this is fightable.
Forces are under attack.
For Fortitude.
Town is under siege.
In all the other matchups, he's so razor sharp and decisive. And here this MK movement was not the way to go, I feel. Wow, this expo, by the way. What happened at the expo? There's a million things. The expo is bigger than the main base. Upgrades. 1-2-1. Clap. Nice. This is the way you have to play. FoCuS holding on to his spells. And 40 wants to do as much damage as humanly possible. Oh, that shockwave was pretty bad, actually. Nice dodge by 40. Saw that coming, and the claps always hit. First heal scroll used. On the TC. Fastia still has 2. That wave was a bit better. But not the greatest. I've seen way more damage done with these waves before. MK needs healing. Shredder in the fight too. Can't be eaten, but the breakers can. Needs a way to deal with these Kodo beasts in the back. Oh, 40. I feel like you're running out of steam. TC, no mana, no more. Unless he uses the potion. Wants that kill. Wants that cow. No invo potion, no TC. Chain lightning in the back. Mass murder. Ooh, Archmage in trouble. TC, MK, all about to fall. TP last second. Is there a little bit of focus for the dwarf? Doesn't seem like it. FoCuS with a grand fight. Do 2 heal scrolls. 3 heal scrolls used. And calculating this in, this could have been way, way, way worse for 40. Game could have been over here. But the way he dodged the shockwaves was great. Also, Expo coming up for FoCuS. The fact that 40 survived here is respectable. But you gotta run to the shops. Now what? The supply gap, of course, will grow once the Kodos have devoured. Until then, 40 has perfect vision. What is 40 doing with his time? He has very little time. At least he gets the reveal.
A player's forces are under attack.
Also only tier 2.
A town is under siege.
Let's FoCuS gets the heal scroll. Between a rock and a hard place. If you give FoCuS too much time, he got echo advantage. I exhausted the add skip button, by the way, in case you want to get your subs in to not get any ads.
A player's forces are under attack.
Second red spot. 40 is on a position in the map where there's nothing to be gained, really. FoCuS will portal back. Item. Also the gem of health. Ooh, FoCuS with another expo. Is he getting a bit too greedy? Clap wiping out the peons, and FoCuS is not portaling. Just gives it up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Good move. And now we see how fortified the space is. Just so many farms. Oh, what an invite. What an invite to a shockwave. Ooh. Ooh, I thought for a second he's blocked.
A town is under siege.
Finds the target. That's the main gone. That's the tech gone. That obviously blocks mana potions as well. The Zeppelin is in the fight now, getting lots of saves. Can't really save that Kodo though. Claps explosive. Kodo's falling! 8 supply wiped out. But the base is dead. One base, 2 base. Main. Can we call it main? There's nothing.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the next fight. Observer, 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 observer! Go away from that worker! Yep, there we go. Okay, 2 kills in already. 40 needs an amazing fight. Double heal scroll, double mana potion. Shockwave dodged nicely, but you can't dodge the chain lightning anymore. Jumps too many times. Grunts are amazing versus breakers in the front row, but how about the Kodos? He's trying to charge. 40's kiting is solid for dodging these spells, but that's of course also lack of damage. Shockwave again, very few targets. TC unkillable at this point. FoCuS used the heal scroll, and 40 used the heal scroll. This MK in the middle, but also the shockwave. Chain lightning. I think chain lightning even more impactful than the shockwave right now. Level 6. What's it gonna be? Stormbolt 3. The waves are really not that grand, I feel. Level 6 on the Farseer now as well. Invis Wolves. Maybe he's gonna go down now. Mountain King, no more mana potion. That Brilliance Aura has to do the heavy lifting. That shockwave was insane. Okay, this is exactly the moment that he needed here. And now he's taking control. Incredibly hard to run away from an Aura to TC. What's left in the tank without Bash, without mana? TC, if he falls, he's just coming back. Doesn't even take 3 days. Dodges the Stormbolt Hail Mary with an Invo Potion. He was just waiting for that. Ooh, FoCuS. Was that the fight for the map win? It looked like it. Subpar shockwaves, but grand chain lightnings. And then the last one, the last shockwave that had to hit, did hit. If you have to kite, of course, You can't do damage. How do you outmaneuver your opponent now? $20 food down. A base down as the main expired. If FoCuS is keeping tabs on all the gold mines here on Twisted. Thank you, Shavak, for the sub.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it feels like 40 is knocked out. No income. No mana potions. No detection. This fight looks hopeless! Heal scroll used after 1 second in the fight. This has to work. We are fast here, hero focus, but how are you supposed to reach? The AoE for FoCuS is online now. He finds the targets, he found the rhythm, and this is pure destruction at this point. GG. Oh man. This was such a good early game. The Mountain King worked. The Expo was up, uncontested. And then 40 gave FoCuS a lot of time. A lot of time. And also no heal scrolls in the middle when it was relatively even. And FoCuS took control. Good job, FoCuS, fighting from behind. But it was an invite by Fortitude, who is now facing the lower bracket. FoCuS a little similar to what we've seen before. Not the greatest start, a slow start. But once you give him a little bit of time, this guy is just terrifying. Once you found your rhythm and once he's warmed up, he's just an extraordinary orc player. Also, the Mountain King on the right-hand side at the Expo. I feel like it's a cool move. Right-click, Stormbolt onto peons. He could have prevented mining, or he did prevent mining for a long time. But if you play that, you have to have a staff. It's a little outside the path that you have to go for, but FoCuS realized this. Hey, you're harassing me with this little thing only? Yeah? No follow-up? No? Okay, off into your base. Let me kill everything. I got a hold of these player pictures, by the way. Very cool. So you'll see these more in the future, because that's probably the best player picture since DreamHack in Sweden. And game 2. Pressure zone 40. We're on autumn leaves, and autumn leaves can be wild. Because the rush distance is so slow. I want to see more aggression of 40. And I really don't want to be the opponent of FoCuS in this tournament. Outside of game 1 yesterday, he's a killer. Odds are still in FoCuS's favor, of course. I would be very surprised to see that change. Switch to Archmage. More control, more stability, better Brilliance Aura. This was also one of the downsides for 40 in the first game. Archmage was low level and no impact for a long time.
Players' forces are under attack.
Fastier start with a grunt as always. Fast expo on the left. Greedy! Greedy, but probably safer down the road. But FoCuS is obviously exploiting that. I hope there's some fortifications. Yep, towers up. Woo! And with that, rushing across the map is a little ineffective. Little unoptimized. Wolves are here now, but the creeps are already gone. The thieving Magpie FoCuS with the Blade Master, he's finding all the timings and all the creeps. With the Farseer, that's a little harder. Good item as well with the Ring of Regen. And FoCuS again. Somehow incredibly attached to this mercenary camp. Always a backbone of his strat. It is great reward. He is in love with the Berserkers.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
But 40 didn't weather the storm yet. There's still wolves, headhunter coming in, and obviously chain lightnings. He got the towers up as well as in the main. He's close and the micro seems good. I think he saved that peasant. Not 100% sure, but this is certainly FoCuS's momentum. He crapped a lot. He got the heal wards. Oh, Shadow Priest. Nice snipe. So now the water elementals can raid.
A player's forces are under attack.
Can Footman hold this? He's throwing the Footman against the Berserker. That's a lot of XP. Of course, mercenaries give a little bit more XP than their counterparts. Doesn't seem stable yet. FoCuS. Oh, Archmage. Is he banking on the Ring of Regen? Switching targets now. Buying time for the economy on the left-hand side. But FoCuS is playing this so well again. Doesn't even commit too much. Creeps were helping. Everything's messed up. You overcommit though. Oh, the heal ward now is gorgeous. 40 had a shop, healed up a bit alongside the Ring of Regen. Feels like the momentum is all with FoCuS. TC coming in as fast as possible, bringing in some clarity, speed scrolls, heal selves for more sustain. 40 in the ropes. But the longer the game goes, obviously the better for him, thanks to that second base. And it's the TC follow-up, not a bigger one, like let's say with the Fire Lord. Ooh, AM gotta move. No consumables for him anymore, but the shop is up. Any potions already, or is it just the regen? Just regen for now. Diving deep to cancel the healing. Footman got extra HP. Another scroll, another clarity shows me that tech shouldn't be finishing soon. 7 minutes 20, not really.
Forces are under attack.
Non-stop aggression by FoCuS. This is his home now. And that heal ward is so good. Can you commit, or will you just be caught by an ensnare? You need to get rid of that healing. Water Elemental, Archmage, something. $4,800 gold. When is the tech finished? Oh, still takes time. Still has to work with Footman only, and the shop is broken. Brute Force, fitting for the Horde. But we get more towers in the mix as well. Only arcanes, of course, but at least against wolves they're good. What's left? 40 food only. It's so hard also to send reinforcements in. They will always be greeted by FoCuS's army. Not even close to level 4. Farseer out-leveled FoCuS so hard. I think this is just pure lower bracket. Can't wait for a Mountain King. Has to go for something from the tavern. 40 is the best in playing from behind. But is the best enough in this situation? FoCuS probably didn't see that panda coming. If he can connect for just the Berserker, this is scary. Splits, Raider ready, Ensnare. Don't tell me. Oh, he saves everything. No, that Raider goes down, but that panda will also find his grave rather quickly. 40 for a second was able to push out, committing hard now, as he knows that there is no crowd control in the absence of that sad Raider and no Stomp. And 40 is getting kills. There was a huge jump for the Archmage, but as in map 1, low level second hero will be a liability down the road.
A player's forces are
For a second, it started to look somewhat better, and FoCuS shuts him down. Even the tower is in jeopardy. Archmage TP! Oh, but where? If he TPs, is there a shop in the main? I doubt it. Archmage gotta run. 50 food only. That expansion seems broken. And so does 40. He has 1,000 gold though. So maybe that expansion did the job. It also costs so much. Archmage is, I think, safe. But again, this panda, like, he has no impact now. Nothing. Ring of Regen brought the Archmage back for a sec, but panda, go back to your altar where you belong. TC3. FoCuS crept exactly one spot this entire game.
a town is under siege.
One spot. And he's level 4.5 and 3. 2 spots. Sorry, 2 spots. Lumber still an issue. Ensnare. Uh-oh. This Archmage is such a bait. Potion passed. Panda's back. Can he finally level? Kitchen sink. He wants to buy time. He just wants to be left alone for a second. Archmage, no movement at all. Shockwave just a hair too late, but the priests are suffering. Panda level 1.5. Are we done now? With that push after 11 minutes?
Player's forces are under attack.
Francis, Austria's finest, is in chat saying FoCuS 40 is holding. And I thought, what the hell he's talking about, but he might be holding. $10 food down, but 800 gold. What can he do with the 800 gold? Tier 3, though. Whoa, I didn't see that. Tiny Great Hall. Are we getting Tauren? Ooh, 1 to 8 odds. Yo, that is some of the highest odds we've seen all tournament. Oops, that blizzard
A player's forces are under attack.
didn't work too well. We have a 50 food game on both sides, but the levels speak volumes. No way! Oh, FoCuS! Oh, that TC was almost surrounded. What can you necessarily accomplish here? It's just a TP for buying time. Exactly. Just when you thought that the game is super even, FoCuS surprises us with tier 3. So far he didn't do too much in like the units department. No Tauren, no walkers, if I saw this correctly. But yeah, I mean there's a Tauren totem for a reason. And on the other side it's just rifle casters. FoCuS lining up a huge attack.
A player's forces are under attack.
For 40, it's all about economy damage. Double heal scroll again against a level 1 Breath of Fire. And that's the attack. He needs an amazing defensive position. A well-positioned Blizzard on level 2 is really good against this. The Song of Ice and Fire gotta save Fortitude's winner bracket.
A player's forces are under attack.
Close 7-5. I don't see FoCuS giving this out of his hand anymore. The winner bracket final versus Happy is maybe one push away. Relentless attacks. This panda shall not reach any levels. And of course, if you start Blizzard when the Raider is right next to you, that's a bit of a problem. The human units gotta carry, but they're only tier 2. And it's only rifle casters. Shockwave, Chain Lightning, this time on point. Mass Murder, level 5. FoCuS with yet another clean performance. I don't see a way out. No way. The big AoE anchor is being hard counted by an ability. Archmage TP holding on to dear life. He still has 900 gold. 900 gold, not spending it. Rifles falling on the right hand side. Wherever FoCuS moves, there's death coming with him. Archmage being greeted soon. Lightning shield on top. Yeah, he's out of that fight. Can't even be used as a water gun anymore. Panda about to fall for the 3rd time. With 800 unspent resources, this game goes to FoCuS, who continues his rampage through this tournament. In his group, there was no real opponent for him. 40 was no opponent for him. Next up is Happy. The two best performing players of this event clashing in the playoff winner bracket for the grand final. 40 still has another shot. Lower bracket it is, up against Moon for survival. FoCuS little tactical discussion with Moon. Lolite and Soen apparently not present. And we get our favorite part of the broadcast. The winner interview. FoCuS is in sick shape. And he's with us.
FoCuS, поздравляем тебя с победой на этом важном матче. Было 2-0, довольно-таки легко со стороны казалось. Какие у тебя ощущения были во время матча?
이번 경기 승리를 축하드립니다. 2대 0으로 이겼는데 그래서 소감 좀 얘기해 주시겠어요?
일단은 조금 초반에 두 판 다 조금 안 좋게 시작해가지고 약간 불안했는데 그래도 이겨서 좀 기쁜 것 같습니다.
Вначале была немножко напряженная обстановка для меня, поэтому я начал переживать. Но в итоге все закончилось очень хорошо, поэтому, конечно же, я рад.
В первой карте очень был интересный момент, когда ты пришел всей своей армией и уничтожал мейн, Fortitude, принял решение своим МК бить дальше твоих крипов на твоей нычке и не тэпался на базу. Из-за этого потерял очень много строений. Как ты считаешь, сильно ли это повлияло на ход первой карты и много ли ресурсов он там потерял?
첫 게임 했을 때, 첫 맵에서 그 Fortitude 베이스를 주기로 아미를 가지고 가는데 거기서 그 Fortitude 선수는 건물을 많이 잃어버렸잖아요. 그 자원도 많이 잃어버렸고 그거 완전 중요한 순간이었어요.
네, 그 첫 번째 경기에서 조금 제가 만약에 그 플레이를 못했다면은 거의 질 수도 있다고 생각을 했는데 근데 연습할 때 또 휴먼들의 그 리플레이를 봤는데 뭐 멀티 쪽에 좀 포티투드 선수가 타워가 많아서 본진 베이스 포티투드 선수의 메인 베이스로 가면은 타워가 없을 거라고 생각해가지고 가가지고 좀 건물을 부신 게 그거 덕분에 좀 승리를 할 수 있었던 것 같습니다.
Мне кажется, что если бы я не использовал эту стратегию, то, возможно, это все закончилось плохо для меня. Я пошел на главный, как мейн, базу игрока Fortitude, не зная, что там так много, как у него башен, строений, и уже по ходу пришлось начинать активно разрушать его здание, соответственно, все его ресурсы, и благодаря этому мне удалось, используя эту стратегию, выиграть именно эту первую игру.
Во второй карте у тебя прям чувствовалась сразу за изначальная доминация, ты очень прешерил его, не давал ему ничего сделать, это учитывая то, что ты не сразу угадал, где будет его нычка вторая, где будет его вторая база, но тем не менее как ты смог взять сразу же инициативу на себя, за счет чего у тебя это получилось и какие, возможно, критические ошибки допустил Fortitude во второй карте?
두 번째 맵에서 게임 했을 때 포커스 선수가 미리 좋은 전략을 선택했던 것 같아요. 뭐 포티튜드 선수는 실수했으면 어떤 실수했을 것 같아요. FoCuS 선수 의견으로.
일단은 포티투드 선수가 포티투드 선수 약간 안정적으로 좀 천천히 그 멀티를 그 확장을 가져가는 전략을 선택을 했는데 저는 그 포티투드 선수의 확장의 위치가 포티투드 선수의 베이스랑 좀 멀고 그리고 용병 캠프 지역이랑 좀 멀기 때문에 제가 포티투드 선수 그 멀티 쪽을 푸시하는 척하면서 시선을 한번 끌고 용병 캠프를 잡게 되면은 충분히 이길 수 있다고 생각을 해서 빠르게 용병 캠프 사냥을 했는데 그게 좀 잘 먹힌 것 같습니다.
Мне кажется, что по сравнению с игроком Fortitude у меня была более активная и немножко более нападающая позиция, потому что Fortitude, он выбрал более безопасную стратегию, что в итоге сыграло не совсем ему на руку, и мне также удалось именно этой стратегией смочь его победить здесь.
Так, ну и последний короткий вопрос. Дальше ты будешь играть против Хэппи. Да, первое место группа А против первого места группа Б. Как ты оцениваешь свои шансы вообще? Ты посмотрел матч, который до этого играл Хэппи, может быть, подметил для себя какие-то интересные моменты и подготовил какие-то фишки к этому матчу, или это все будет просто на импровизации?
다음에는 그 해피 선수하고 경기를 할 건데 지난번 해피 선수 경기를 혹시 보셨나요? 뭐 미리 준비한 전략을 있나요?
여기 오기 전에도 해피 선수랑 대회도 많이 하고 그 레더 돌렸을 때도 많이 만나서 많이 해봤는데 전혀 제가 이길 것 같지가 않더라고요. 그래서 조금 마음 편하게 일단은 제가 해보고 싶은 대로 좀 열심히 해볼 생각입니다.
Я проводил уже очень много игр с Хэппи и примерно представляю его игру, но так как, если честно, я не думаю, что у меня получится выиграть, я просто хочу спокойно и интересно провести эту игру.
Что ж, мне кажется, он немножечко лукавит. Я думаю, что он хочет выиграть эту игру и может ее выиграть, поэтому все самое интересное у нас впереди. У нас впереди еще куча матчей. Напомню, что те игроки, которые проиграли, не выбывают пока что с турнира.